Hey YouTube, this is Miyake Shari, and I'm gonna talk about something today that it's kind of really grinding my gears, if you know what I'm saying, and really feel like I need to talk about this. As you may know, I've been introducing Airsoft into my YouTube channel. I wasn't going to at first just because I didn't have any means to, but now I have a GoPro and it'll make things easier, so we're gonna start doing Airsoft, and sadly, I have to go into this, SB 199. Some of you may know what it is, some of you may not. SB 199 will kill Airsoft, mainly in California, but it will make it harder in pretty much every other state in the US because we get most of our equipment from California. I'll post a link to a, what do you want to call it, petition down in the description. Not many people will see this by then. I will post it on Airsoft Squared and hopefully get it out there a little bit more. Alright, this bill was created after young boy. How old was I? Have a link open with some facts here, just keep everything correct. The bill was created after a police officer shot a boy pointing an Airsoft AK-47 at him. And now let me go into this, because this reminds me, the guy who's making the bill doesn't know what he's talking about at all. This is the same guy who said 30-round clip magazine in half a second out of an AR-15. First of all, the AR-15 is semi-automatic. Yada yada yada, that's beside the point. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's DeLeon Evans, I think is his name. He basically said airsoft guns shoot 6mm plastic BBs. He's correct there. Second, he said that they shoot eraser shavings and paper. Or eraser chunks and paper. What? What is he talking about? Last I checked, Airsoft only shot 6mm plastic BBs. I wish it shot roll-up paper and erasers. Ammo would be dirt cheap. Even cheaper than it is now. That would be pretty awesome. We could just shred up some paper, roll it up, and throw it in there. Next we'll say they all run on air, and that means basically anywhere that sells airsoft guns would sell air, and ooh, better for us Polar Star users. Anyways, guys, going off topic. Airsoft brings $200 million to California each year. You can't tell me that's not a huge part of their economy. $200 million. I can't even... I'll have to put up a number of how big that number is. Well, I guess you can... I'd have to put it into perspective. I mean, how huge a number is, it's unimaginable. 200 million. I mean, I know it's 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Say that 10 times fast. But that's a huge part of the economy. That's a ton of money. I can't even wrap my mind around that. Let's see, what else do we have here? The bill will basically make it so airsoft guns will have to be brightly colored. So this would be bright green, bright green, bright green, bright green. It's like 50 or 85% of a gun has to be brightly colored. And you won't be able to shoot people with it because it will, to my understanding, because it will be a replica firearm, basically make airsoft illegal. Anybody who has a gun like this, if this passes, which it most likely will be criminalized. I mean, okay, let's look at the internals here, guys. To any of you who are pro SB 199, now, tell me that this can fire a real bullet. Tell me that this is dangerous. Look at that. It has a micro switch in there, no firing pin. It has a micro switch. Okay, hear that? Micro switch. Most airsoft guns have some form of micro switch or other mechanical switch. No sensors like some people say. No, it's mechanical switches. Sometimes micro switches, sometimes bare contact switches. Or open bare contact switches, again, aside the point. This cannot chamber or reel around. There's no reel around that this little nozzle right here can grow back and cycle. That's not far back enough to even grab a .22 short. It's just not. It can't do it. Not gonna happen. Now let's look at the barrel. If it could chamber it, 1, it couldn't fire it, and 2, this barrel would explode. Any airsoft barrel would explode. This isn't a very good one, but it's not a bad one either. It couldn't take it. There's literally nothing you could do to this to make it take a real round. Now people have put like Ruger 1022s in these things. But that's it, literally. That's it, guys. People can paint real guns to look like fake guns. That's why Smith & Wesson makes a pink gun to appeal to a young woman, because it's pink. Making these go different colors won't do anything. I don't see what you think you're going to accomplish. Cops shoot people for pointing water guns at them. I've heard of that happening. Water guns, multicolored. Ah, man, I know somebody who was pulled over. Well, don't personally know them, but I know a guy who knows a guy. This did actually happen. It made headlines on a local news thing. That put bright orange Thompson out his car window. One of those ones that you pull the bolt back and it makes a rattling noise when you shoot it. And he got pulled over and almost arrested, I think, for it. He got in some pretty big trouble. And that's bright orange. You're not going to change anything over there, guys. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. It will ban the use of 6mm. It will possibly ban 6mm guns from use. They've been covering up a lot, and they've been keeping this really low. It's flabbergasting. I can't believe I just said that, but it's flabbergasting. There are so many paintball guns. I have a list of points also. There are so many paintball guns that also look realistic. The dye precision guns. I'm an airsofter, but I know a little bit about paintball, guys. Don't worry. The dye guns, they use magazines. They look almost exactly like this, except the barrel is bigger. They have the airline coming out of the back. I think they have an airline. A remote line where you can get a shroud and a small tank. You can get the same thing for these guns. Redline Airstock is what they're called in airsoft, made by Redline Airsoft. Again, not the point. Now, paintball guns won't be qualified under that because they're not 6mm. They're not 10mm, I don't even think. I think they're like, I don't know in millimeters, but it's like 50 caliber. I don't know the conversion to millimeters, sorry, I don't know metric too well. I wish I did. The bill has passed the House, I think it is, by 22-8. It's going on the Senate right now. As we speak, it's probably being voted on or passed or whatever. It's been passed by far so many times. There's a petition you can sign online. I'll post a link. I think I already said that. Some people say it'll cut down on accidental shootings. No shooting is accidental. When a cop points that... Oh, sorry guys. When a cop points that gun at somebody, he makes a decision to shoot. When a law-abiding citizen carrying a firearm points the gun and decides to shoot, it's not accidental. He knows he's pulling that trigger. When you point a gun at somebody, you know you should be expecting to get shot back at, or have another gun pointed at you. It is not accidental. Nothing is accidental in the world of guns, unless it's an accidental discharge. Things like that are an accident. I'm talking about when you have your gun pointed at something or somebody, have your finger on the trigger, you are expecting to pull that trigger. It's not an accident. You can't tell me it's an accident. It's just... Sorry guys, this is making me rage, and I'm going to look at the time. We still have some time. I'm gonna make the most out of my 16 minutes on the GoPro. Sure, you guys are so happy about it. Wow, this must be getting my blood pressure up really high. I'm so angry. Trying to pull up a little bit more about it here, so give me one moment. Sorry, I have a few different links here. Just want to get you guys the right facts. I think I'm pulling up the... Hold on. I'm trying to pull up the actual bill. So, I think Airsoft is in one of the top 10 money makers in the California economy. I could be wrong, I could be very wrong, but that's what I've heard. If this passes, the moment it goes through, you'll have so much time to either turn in your airsoft guns or paint them. I can guarantee you, nobody's gonna turn them in. Nobody's gonna paint them, everybody's just gonna keep on going like what they're doing. It'll cause a lot of problems and, again, criminalize people for no apparent reason. There's a anti-SB 199 Facebook page, and I'm pulling that up right now to get you guys I have one link saved there. Just gonna pull that up and go over a few last points. And what time do we have left? Hi guys. First time seeing my face, I presume. I have like 5 minutes left. Sorry that you had to see my ugly face. No, don't load on different... No, Google, go away. Google. Let's see here. So I'm gonna read this line to you. A few lines to you, is from sacramento.cblocal.com. So you guys have sources. SB 199 advanced in the wake of the October fatal shooting of a 13-year-old Andy Lopez in Santa Rosa when a sheriff's deputy mistook the boy's airsoft rifle, quote, airsoft, unquote, rifle, for a real AK-47. Airsoft guns are replica firearms that fire plastic pellets, paper balls, and eraser chunks. You're telling me this guy knows what he's voting on when he doesn't even know what they shoot? Seriously. The tragedy has rocked Santa Rosa and Sonoma. I pay my respects to the family that this happened to, by the way. My condolences to you. I know it's a little bit late, like 2011 late, but just put my condolences out there. I mean, no disrespect. The tragedy has rocked Santa Rosa and Sonoma County to its very core. Said, I think it was Senator Noreen Evans, the co-author of a bill. A toy should look like a toy. A toy should not get a child killed. Well, I'm sorry that your parents were being so irresponsible to let you be in your front yard out in the public shooting your gun and pointing it at a cop. Your son was asking to be shot. Again, he was 13. He should know right from wrong, and should know not to take a gun out in public. Even if it's on your private property, if it's in public view. Don't take it out. Take it to a sanctioned field and then shoot it. You're in California, man. You probably live 5 minutes away from a field. Seriously. Here's what the bill will require. It will require that BB and pellet airsoft guns sold in the state to be painted bright colors or be made transparent to distinguish them from real weapons. Okay, so I'm pointing a gun at somebody. Oh wait, no, don't shoot. Let me come over and see the internals of your gun so I can make sure it's not real. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Come on, people. I'm sorry, I'm getting very hyped up about this. More than 200 such tragedies occur each year across the country. And these all happen from robbers trying to use them to rob banks or other places, and trying to use them in public, or pointing them at people when they shouldn't be. Smith & Wesson make a ton of guns in pink. I think they make one in blue. They make one in lime green, I'm pretty sure. So, they're real guns that are painted brightly. I'm about out of time here. Minute and 50 seconds. So I'm gonna do this in 2 parts, guys. Again, I'm gonna go on another rant. I know it's kind of long. Just kind of bear with me. I appreciate you sticking with me this long. We'll get back to it in a few minutes, alright?